Hail and well met travelers, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
There it is.
I've entered the Vale of Fantasy. Woo!
Okay. All right.
The wizards are casting their. Okay.
All right.
The last session.
Don't even finish with that. Just let's move on.
Last session, you all entered the capital city of Xalea, Xalea, if anyone cares.
I do, because I keep hearing it as an actual Z, and then I remember. Anyway.
And you just kind of lived like you were rich, mostly.
We got 200 gold from one shot and spent 300 of it at least.
Yeah.
Meredith, no, fuck. They both happy.
No,
Let's
that's
not
the first
do
thing on
that.
the agenda.
There's more between.
So Penn's friends will never drown. And you've discovered this, I guess, at this point, that you just seemingly are incapable of drowning. You all learned how to do the waltz, kind of, a little. We began that journey.
Yeah.
Everyone got 1 or 2 points in dance. It's literally counting now.
Dance has been counted. And then they fucked. That was basically it. You got your fancy clothes.
Yeah.
Mm,
We
No
swim
one's-
sometime.
No one spent
Yeah,
a
we
lot of time
discovered
buying things.
Pools.
Pools exist. Air conditioning exists. Room
Radios.
service exists.
Oh
And that
my
one's
God,
more
good.
believable than the other two for, I think, the rest of the party,
Right.
maybe.
Yeah, the whole air conditioning thing.
Baffling.
Yeah, fucking fantastic.
So I guess, what time do you come back?
Late morning, maybe? I don't know.
Mm.
So time for the others to be awake.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
wonderful.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say so, I guess. Sure.
So yeah. How are the rest of you reacting to this, I guess?
Well, firstly, they don't have water breathing today, so watch out.
Watch the fuck out.
Watch out, sluts.
Lord.
Price we pay! Oh.
If this would be the day we die drowning.
Today is the day I set off my water dungeon, so good luck.
Anyway. Proceed.
When the two of them walk in together, Amahal just levels them with this fucking deadpan look. Like, I know what you did. I know your crimes.
To what extent does Amahal know what crimes?
Oh, very little.
Understand. Like, you read smut, but like
Uh-huh.
that's so not.
She has a vague understanding. She
You
knows
both-
what it is and that people do it.
They both go under the sheets, and then in 9 months, a fairy comes by, and you have a baby.
None of her smut is like that, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I like it more if it's hardcore. God, that song's stuck in my head now. Anyway.
But yeah. I imagine at this point you're all just enjoying breakfast in your breakfast nook in the hotel's shared common space.
I'm gonna fucking lose it. Our breakfast nook. The fuck?
Our breakfast nook.
Are there complimentary fucking, like, robes and shit, dressing gowns, fancy? You know those robes where it's like, I want to wear this so I can kill my husband?
Yeah.
And then, like, dramatically
Silk
stand.
robe.
My favorite.
Yeah. Like those. Do we have them?
Yes.
Fuck yes!
This
Good.
is wonderful.
Amahal is wearing one.
Claude is also wearing one.
Fuck yeah! Twink ass!
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like just Morgan pretends like, or pretends just like this is fine.
They just
Yeah.
slide in.
Just like, hey,
Just nice Holly, come on back in like, hey, how is everybody?
Mm.
Morgan sits down the like probably like quarter bottle left of wine that he had like straight up bought before they
There's a quarter bottle left.
I mean, if we're having brunch, I'm definitely having a mimosa. It's the craziest shit ever.
Yeah, there's mimosas involved. Fuck, sure.
the riddles are
Uh,
gone.
Luna cooked everyone a nice breakfast, and you're all
Oh.
sitting around eating your food. And when you two come in, Luna has spared a plate for both of you.
Oh,
Why,
Thank you.
thank you.
Just smiles and
Amahal has had 4 mimosas.
oh
so
no.
Amahal is day drunk.
Listen, I'm trying to give Amahal the experience I had on Christmas, which was a good one. So
Oh
Four
my God.
mimosas.
I had more than 4.
So halfway into your experience, I don't know.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Bren is for the first time wearing something different, which is a nice change, and wearing
New
very
outfit.
like loungy clothes, much more casual wear, and you can all see the wings on his back.
Hmm.
They sort of like, this is a normal shirt, so they just kind of come out the bottom.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Benji the person is in love.
That's fine. Siren, the person, is also in love.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So yeah, just a nice little morning
Mm-hmm.
before your grueling day of dancing ahead of you.
Yeah. If we don't have anything else, then yeah.
Yeah.
If something else wants to be said, we can skip straight to that.
After seeing how bad we are, I don't think Ren would let us leave and do something else.
No.
That's fair. Yeah, you're correct. So instead of role playing out how bad you are at dancing for one straight week, let's just kind of skip around. It's been several days now. We'll say it's like Wednesday. The party is Saturday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. At this point, you've gone from
I'm sorry. I just now remembered that bye.
How could you fucking forget him?
Wednesday, my
Iconic.
dudes.
I only watched it like twice.
What the fuck?
Anyway, please proceed.
At this point, you've all been dancing so much that you haven't really left the hotel since you first got here. Basically, you dance until you sleep, and then when you wake up, Ren is like, "It's time to dance," and you're like, "Ah!" And I imagine you're probably a little tired of it, but it's getting into the evening this time, and you've just spent all day dancing as well. Everyone roll, give me a dance?
A dance?
A band?
Single
I
dance?
guess, what were we rolling with before?
Performance, isn't it?
Yeah, performance.
Performance.
I rolled up to check, but then we didn't even have the rolls last week, so.
Uh-huh.
1
Oh,
plus 0.
16.
16 plus 3 is 19.
hmm
plus.
What did I roll? Is that a 5?
Oh, sorry.
Is that Oh, I think. Okay. 15 plus 5, 20.
I got 22.
Okay. So,
Whoops.
at this point, pretty much all of you have picked it up pretty well, except Pen. Pen, you're still kind of struggling, and since it's the middle of the week, I think Ren is like, well, we'll just try and teach you other dances so it looks like you can vaguely fit in. But yeah, like, well, I'm blank for a second there. Whoa, Claude. Claude and Merritt, you're doing, even all, you're all three of you are, come here, Coin, get away from me. All three of you are, like, picking it up very easily, and at this point are, like, just dancing like pros. You still stumble occasionally, but it's, like, so significantly better than the first day. And all of you have very sore feet and are just tired.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you're kind of taking a break. It's probably like around 5-ish. So the sun is still up, but it's getting late. And Ren is...
Hey, my internet cut for like a minute.
Oh,
Oh?
are we losing a
That
Benji?
didn't sound good.
My internet cut out for like a minute.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Mostly you just miss Ren is about to berate on Mahal for being an alcoholic.
Ah, fair.
Everyone has been dancing and is tired. And Pen has to learn another dance.
Cool.
On Mahal just kind of like when Ren says that, she's like holding the mimosa to her mouth, about to drink more, and she just kind of stops and like sits there with it on pause and just kind of like looks at Ren for a minute. And I guess slowly puts the mimosa back down, but doesn't look happy about it.
Ren smiles at you.
Omaha gives that one smile that's like, I guess. You know the one. The one where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just gonna go, some more?
Yeah, pretty much.
Tempting though as it may be, do try to further remember that when we're actually at the party as well. It won't do to be completely plastered.
I'm not stupid.
I know.
The party's work. This is practice work.
The word work is still in there.
The word work is in a lot of things.
Example. Okay.
I've had several mimosas, and I don't even know what that is, really. What is this anyway?
Alcohol.
Well, I know that
and
part.
orange
Wait.
juice.
Holy shit.
Ren gets back up after this and says, well, it's enough of a break. Let's continue dancing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Non-stop.
Morgan is spread out on the floor, by the way. That's just what I've been imagining here. He's just... That's it.
Yeah, Peric is passed out on the couch.
Me too, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Amahal's like on a chain.
On
A
what?
day bed. You know, those fancy chairs that rich people have that's like a bed but for the living room.
The what?
Hold on.
I've never heard
Like
of
a-
this, no.
Lounge
A
chair?
chaise lounge.
Shays.
Like-
Sure.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm
like,
finding you.
like a lawn chair?
I-S.
Like
Yeah.
a long chair.
A long chair.
Hold on.
Extra
I'm going to
long
fucking
chair.
send you a picture. This. You know,
The long
chairs
chair.
the chairs that rich people have.
That is
for-
the chairs that rich people have.
You're right.
Lounging and day drinking. She's just like spread out on one of those and does not get up.
Does anyone get up?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a few beats, and then
Close
yes.
determined.
All right. Ren
Yeah.
sees you, Quill, get up, probably the most determined out of the whole group, and kind of smiles and gives you his hand.
Yes. Quill takes it.
All right. Roll performance.
Fuck, okay, I'm using a different dice.
I believe.
15 plus 0.
All right. Yeah. You. I guess let me put the waltz on. Waltz me up.
It's time. There it is.
You begin to dance, and you know you've been trying really hard. It's difficult with the height differences between everyone, especially you, and you've been practicing in the bathroom alone.
They have, yes.
You've been holding the towel and everything like it's a person,
Oh my god!
and
Oh, so much.
you know the music starts up, and you start dancing to the beat with Ren, and you know it's a little sloppy still, but he seems impressed.
Yes.
Success.
Success.
Ren says, "Oh, you've gotten much better."
Thank you. I'm really, really trying. A lot. Just so much.
You're doing wonderful, sweetie.
I'm proud of you. You're doing well. I can tell this is a bit out of your element.
I never danced before. Could you tell?
No, darling. You're like a master. And he dips you.
Oh my god. Amahal drunkenly from the side. You're doing great, sweetie.
So yeah, you practice your dance with Ren, and the song comes to an end, and you separate and kind of bow, and Ren gives you an applause.
I mean, yeah, Amahal is
Noah
clapping.
gives him a pause.
We're so proud.
We all do.
All of us that are awake, because Peric is out.
Peric is gone. Peric does not wake up for any of this.
Eric died.
Oh no, don't say that.
Mm,
It was very tragic. Too much
Oh.
dancing.
Fucking boogie to death.
God.
What a way to go!
Fuck, dude, I guess.
That's how I want to go.
Just to the dance floor. There's no blood on this dance floor, though.
I hate the things you just said, like, very badly.
God.
So yeah, Ren goes to Thorn next, because Thorn also is quite bad at dancing. Let me roll for Thorn.
Oh boy.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Thorn similarly starts dancing, and you can tell, all of you who've been watching basically for the past 3-4 days, Rose hates this like a lot.
Oh,
And he keeps getting increasingly frustrated with it because he tends to stab people and has now had his little metal shoes banned.
Oh no.
So he's just out here on his bare fucking feet.
Does he still have the gloves on?
He does. You can't take those
Aw.
ones from him.
Oh, sweetie.
But he tries very hard and does decent enough. He doesn't essentially eviscerate Ren's feet. And Ren kind of goes through the whole dance with him and smiles and is like, "You're doing much better." And Ren just is like, like dead face, just focusing forward, just like, "I'm just gonna finish this." And his dance comes to an end, and he just immediately doesn't look at anyone, just goes and sits down again.
You're getting better for what it's worth.
Omaha, again. You're doing so well.
No response. Who else wants to dance?
Fuck it. Omaha gets up and dances.
Give me a performance.
Okay.
how drunk are you?
That's
How
a
many
very
mimosas are you had?
Okay, she had like 4 in the morning hours, and then just like, what time is it again?
5.
It's evening.
Okay, so there's only been like.
This
2
is a
or
different day than you
3.
had those.
Oh shit, it's a different day than the other mimosas? Fuck.
It's been a few days.
Forgot that part. There's been like 3 or 4 through the course of the day. Just a few mimosas. She's not like super drunk.
She's just like tipsy.
Yeah, but she was like drinking one just a minute ago before Ren was like, maybe stop. So, she's somewhere. That is a 14, 4, 5, 6, 17.
All right, yeah. You have also gotten much better and are eager to show off to Ren and step in.
As per usual.
Very quickly to take Ren's hand and start the dance, and Ren kind of just smirks at you, and you both dance. You can tell Ren is trying to fuck with you because you were kind of an ass earlier. And he does like a quick step, and you almost trip for a second, and he catches you.
She's smiling. You dick.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
She glares at him.
He's married.
She's too scared to try and fuck back.
Yeah. You finish the dance, and he also gives you a polite applause.
Cool applause.
She does
What?
a cute little curtsy.
Yeah. Anyone else want to?
I mean, I'll go.
Roll performance.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
Oh, no.
You have +9.
You do have a +9.
It's 14.
Oh no.
I see. I understand.
I see.
5.
No longer a god.
You're just tired. Like you start dancing and you're like you remember all the moves, but like your feet are sore. And there's a moment where you're like, oh, sluggish to move for a second, and you almost fall a little. And Ren's like, oh, are you good? And you're just like, sleepy and tired.
Foot hurt.
Foot hurt. And yeah, you finish up your dance. Another polite applaud.
Take a nap, Claude. That wasn't reverence. Take a nap, Claude. Just slightly different.
That's
No,
most of us just doing voices.
Claw just falls down on the floor, just groans.
Okay, maybe not there, though. Just like a little to the left, perhaps.
No.
No, he'll learn when we step on him. Anyone else?
Oh no! Please don't step.
Please no steppy.
Please don't step me. He rolls over.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Morgan sort of goes, well, with 3 days left, is there not more we can do in still practicing the high course, but giving us a break from becoming that?
Amaha goes, here's a concept. Etiquette. Being around expensive people?
Exactly.
Well, for the most part, you just have to act like you own many things and know what you're doing.
I do that every day of my life.
Then you're fine.
All right.
Also, aren't we generally supposed to be avoiding everybody we can?
Well, of course, yes, but there's always... It's better to be prepared.
True.
I suppose we could learn etiquette. It is complicated, and rich people are the worst, but... I suppose let us start with a meal.
I would like to eat.
Oh no, you won't be eating.
What?
Ren goes over and kind of gathers you all around the table and begins setting many, many forks and spoons and knives down.
Amaha's like got her brow super
In different
furrowed.
You can just see Quill getting sadder by the second.
Morgan as well.
This is bringing back distant memories of when Noah was a child, but he kind of hates it because he hates.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
He's just like, oh
He
no.
avoids this shit at all costs, even though he knows it.
Yeah. Ren just starts like picking up the different silverware and like, this one is only for desserts.
Oh,
This one is only for salads. This one is if it's raining.
What?
Why?
Was that serious?
It's raining.
No.
You can't fuck with us right now.
Okay.
I know you fucked with me dancing, and that's fine because I love you, but you can't fuck with us with
No,
this.
no. This one is a joke. The other ones are serious. There is a fork for every single different type of food, so just prepare yourselves mentally for that.
This is extremely upsetting.
It is the worst.
Merit's frowning deeply and remembering the more simple things that they give out at the Summer Palace. There's still etiquette, but not to this degree.
None of you have ever seen Quill use a utensil other than a knife.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh no!
No. who would like to come up here and guess what you should do with these?
What is he holding up?
Is there a
she-
prize?
He's gesturing to like the arrangement on the table, which is a plate, like 3 knives, 3 spoons, 3 forks, and 3 glasses. The prize is we get to stop and possibly go out.
If I get it first, may I be excused?
You may,
He comes up. And
but
he
only
goes
if
to
you
start...
get it correct.
Yeah, I figured.
Hmm.
And he goes to try and point out the ones. What would I roll?
Well,
History?
A fork check.
History?
Fork
Fork
check.
give me. Everyone roll me a d20 right now. We're gonna make a fork stat.
I don't want
my
to fork
God.
that really. That is a natural 20 though.
Oh my god.
So that's a 9.
The thing is that I can roll a natural 20.
That is a 5. That's a 5.
Does he get any sort of advantage because he's the only one that actually knew?
You can get an advantage, yeah.
Oh my god, I love you. I was gonna ask, but I feel like I ask for advantage shit like that all the time.
It's always
18.
worth asking.
Yeah.
It's fucking 2. Oh, fucking 2.
Oh my god.
Fucking 2.
Oh god.
You don't remember shit.
Yeah, like everything else.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, yeah. Noah, you sit down and it takes you a minute of just staring at it all to be like, oh my god. What is this? Before you finally are like, oh, that's right. This is the teaspoon.
He sits there
This
and he's like,
one.
God, this was 100 years ago. Who am I?
This is the bread knife, and you kind of like point those out, and Rizlan is like, oh, I'm very impressed.
Look, I'm still a little rusty. It's been like 70 years, give or take.
You're
I
old as
generally
fuck.
avoid this shit.
You're
Yeah.
dusty.
Why are you so dusty?
Oh no.
Yeah, and basically Ren just begins the lecture of this is the salad fork, this is the dinner fork, this is the cake fork, this is the dinner knife, this is the bread knife, this is the teaspoon, the soup spoon, the desert spoon.
Well, we're in the desert, so we can use
They're
that
all
the
desert
time,
spoons.
No. They're not all dessert spoons. And
Can I just roll an intel? Just check to see if that like stays in Merritt's mind at all.
yes.
Well, okay. I was about to say it didn't land in my impromptu dice tray, but I mean, it wasn't cocked. So, 10!
You're pretty sure you know which one is the dessert spoon.
What can I do
The
with this
most
beautiful
important
nat 20 I was gifted with?
You're remembering them pretty much all at this point. Like, after all of this presentation, you each have a turn of like, remember which one of these they are? And you come up and you're like, salad, dinner, teaspoon, wine glass for red, wine glass for white, and you're just like, oh my god.
This dumb shit, this dumb shit, this dumb shit, this specific flavor of dumb shit that's just for one thing only, very small.
And you get an A+.
Excellent.
Yeah, and after you all come up and have your shits and giggles, Ren is like, all right, let's go take a break.
Please.
thank the queens.
Oh, thank goodness.
We haven't left this building in a while. We should breathe air that's not our own. So where do you want to go?
I do love air.
Let's go somewhere.
Where? Just about anywhere. Just
Anywhere. Hmm.
out.
I mean, most anywhere in this place is pretty nice, so, you know.
I love
Yeah.
air so much, and I would love to get some.
All right. Well, I'm going to go get changed, and we can go somewhere.
Omaha looks down at the fucking. I don't want to call it a robe because it's definitely a dressing gown. Because it's still the same thing, and she definitely didn't change out of her pajamas. That she now fucking has, I guess.
You should also change out of yours.
Yeah, maybe. I guess.
Think about that fresh air, Omaha.
I do really want the air. She goes and changes into fucking one of the rich people outfits she got. She looks fly as hell.
Quill has been wearing their gala outfit every time.
Oh my
god.
Oh,
It's the clothes for dancing.
It's dance clothes.
It's the dance clothes.
Can we
You're
see
right.
it again? Can you give us
No.
it again? Okay.
Absolutely not. Don't ever ask again.
All right. Sorry, I tried.
You said again, but I don't even think we've seen them before.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't say
Got to
anything.
see my face.
I'm sorry. Did somebody speak? Because it wasn't me.
Right.
In any case,
Smooth.
we might have been
Who said that?
wearing like some of the like just normal traveling clothes for actual dancing, but then swaps into the actually about this town clothes.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Everyone goes and gets to various levels of fancy. To Pen, it's unfancied. And you all head out. And it's at this point it's been like another hour and a half since 5ish. So, whatever time that is.
6:30ish.
Whatever time that is.
Time means almost nothing to this entire party. What are you talking about?
You're right.
It's
it's about dusk.
it's dinner o'clock.
It's darker outside than it was before.
It's food time.
It's not
Next
morning.
comic.
Me hungry.
Me hungry.
hungry. I'm all need.
So yeah, you all go out to a fancy restaurant, and the whole time Ren is like, practice your silverware, and just does not do it at all himself.
As soon as
Son of a
it's
bitch.
noticed, we're gonna make it goes, you too, Ren. And stares very intently.
Fine. And he picks up the different forks and starts using them perfectly.
After Morgan says that, Omaha attempts a impersonation of Red and just says, "Practice your silverware."
Team Rich, you coming to drag him?
Excuse me?
Quill's laughing. Just like really, really loud.
Morgan's also smiling, trying not to laugh as hard.
Yeah, Noah's kind of chuckling under his breath.
What did you say?
What did you say?
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, I see how it is.
Do you know?
Do you?
Omaha's trying not to fucking like. She's like.
With perfect impersonation, Ren speaks in Reverence's voice. I don't need to practice at all. I'm Reverence.
I'm all about to scream.
Do your silverware.
You're such a bastard.
I love Rizlon.
Presumably she's sitting next to him and she puts effort into trying to shove him off the fucking seat.
Is this a desert spoon? Like he just does not stop until
She
you
is
finish.
actively pushing him off the chair.
Make a fucking attack roll.
I will.
Strength check or something? I don't think she's proficient in shove.
Oh god, that fell into my lap, so that's not good.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you just fucking completely like shove him out aside and are like, that's enough.
No.
No, it was a natural
Natural
one.
one.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, I see. Okay. You fail.
You fail.
You fail. You're like trying to cover his mouth, and he just kind of swats your hand away very casually, and just like leans farther and is like, "Whatever I'm going to do, I just love smut."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is sinking under the table.
You can hide.
From what's inside.
Oh, I can. I absolutely can.
Reverend Amahal, you now understand the consequences of your actions.
They have consequence.
Ren just kind of smiles and like pats your head, and in his normal voice is like, "They're there."
Amaha from under the table, through muffled because she's talking through her hands. You bastard!
I'm sorry.
She paused back up and just, no, you're not.
A little bit.
Smallest of amounts, but it counts for something.
There's an amount of me that feels regret. Somewhere. I'm sure he's in there somewhere.
I'd love to meet him.
Me too.
She's super red in the face, but she's also smiling really big and is genuinely happy.
Hmm.
And it's good.
All right. You guys have a nice, fun meal out with your friends, and all of you gain +3 dance.
Oh, shit.
Do I need to keep track of this? Did I put a stat for this on my thing?
You should have.
Yes.
I did, yes. +3 dance.
I did. Fool lads.
Oh, yeah. 4 dance.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, 4 dance.
5 dance.
4.
Wait, so you mean we had 3 extra from what we had before, or 3
Yes.
total? Okay.
3 total or
Gain
3
3
extra?
3 more.
3 more.
Plus
Okay.
3.
Cool.
Yeah, so for those of us with, that started out with,
The 2. We got 5.
as dance.
All right. So we're gonna do another time skip. Tell me the things that we'd like to do in these time skips, other than dance.
I mean, I tried to send a whisper thing, but
No, I
Morgan
saw-
does remember that later. Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, that's something. It's gonna be talked about before the end of this week.
What are we doing?
Where
You're dancing.
Yeah, y'all are dancing.
Okay.
There's a later conversation Morgan and Ren were going to have. about things.
Okay.
Hmm.
I see.
Is Morgan a morning or night person?
More.
Hmm.
At this point, a little more morning person.
Okay. So you wake up earlier than most of them. You're probably one of the first few to wake up, and after that, it's like Luna, and then eventually, like the others begin filtering in. However, you wake up early this morning, and Ren is out on the balcony
Okay.
alone. Let me turn off this waltz music. He's waltzing out there. No.
He has to take his own practice.
No, he's just sitting in like a deck chair. One of those little. He's sitting in the outside like woven chair out on the balcony, drinking some coffee.
Given that mimosas have been made, I guess orange juice or other sort of juices are just sort of somewhere in here.
There's juice.
Just
I think this is the
Makes
first
sense.
time most of you have had this kind of juice.
yeah, probably.
Oh, for sure.
Probably, yeah.
There's a lot of imported juices.
Yeah. There might be some that Morgan's like, this tastes similar to something, but it's like in the Feywild where nothing means anything. But that aside, just pours a glass of that and also steps out and leans on like the railing of the balcony.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning.
Is this an actual pun that's made, or
No.
okay? But Morgan goes, that conversation.
Yes. What would you like to know?
Well, I think you might be lying to me. In a weird
Laughs.
sense. The wings are impressive, yes, but you're not Fey. At least, not the way you should, if you are what you claim.
And what way is that?
There's a grand spark of old magic. It follows most every Fey out from the wilds, wherever they go. I know how to look for it. I've tried to have it. I don't. Rin, you don't. It can be hidden at times, but not for how long I've known you.
There are methods to suppressing such marks. However, I am no Fey. This is merely a facade of sorts.
The persona for this one. And, like, gesturing to the face.
He gestures as well.
Why take up that particular sort of traits? You won't last a moment in the wilds should you try with this.
I'm not trying to pass as a fae. I would never go into the wilds as this. It is...
As opposed to what?
That is the question, isn't it?
Apparently, otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. Why should it be recognized? I've been still thinking, and I'm not entirely sure, unless it was someone I'd seen before, which is possible if the wings and all are a part of this face's history, even if it's not yours.
I do not know his name. Only a fake one that he gave me. But nevertheless, this man is dead. And has been for a while.
Dare I ask why?
There are many reasons. For my own. A taste of revenge. But he was out in the wilds at one time, maybe. Oh, most definitely. That was where he was slain. I apologize if this face brings upon you unpleasant memories or similar.
No. I told you once before, and I'll admit it again. I can't place exact memories, just the familiarity. It reminded me of someone else, but for different reasons. That went away once I realized it's you, not. Anyway.
He raises an eyebrow at that.
Morgan just raises his back and then looks away, takes a drink.
Well, I hope you were never close.
Hmm.
And if you were, we might have a problem, but I think you're a good apple. Most of the time.
That's fair. I... He's slain out of a revenge. In the wilds, you learn to accept that to extents. Murders between the courts and between courtiers themselves happen because of such. Even if I place a different name to the face, I won't worry about it that much. How much more work do you do outside the wilds beyond the hunt?
It depends. I don't go there often. I believe, in fact, this, and he points to himself, was perhaps the last time I was there. It is not a kind place.
No, it's not. That's why I gave you the forewarning of ever trying to pretend to be Fae. It doesn't. It will not last. No lie will.
He nods.
As cruel as it is, I'm still missing it slightly.
I understand the feeling.
Yeah, so I'm very afraid of ever trying to go back after all of this. That's later problems for a later me.
How much do you know?
Do I know? You'll have to be more specific, darling.
About me?
Well, Reverence has not told me much. That I will assure you. I use her sort of as a gauge of what is your real face or not. So
He smirks.
Merit also smiles a little bit, like, yeah. But I have no real idea what lies beyond that. And again, I don't mind not knowing. Between that, however, the wings, the spot on impression, I do wonder what. I've been considering these are glamours of some kind, but illusion does not make wings.
No, that it does not.
It takes a great amount of talent for that sort of voice as well.
Well, I am extremely talented. Though, I have some help.
Help.
I am very curious about fey creatures such as yourselves occasionally. We have a shared history of some sorts.
Something not unlike the elves, maybe?
Equivalent. He shrugs. I have grown rather close with all of you. I don't mind sharing occasionally. Would you like to know?
Yes.
I'm a changeling.
There was this sort of like curious squint and sort of head tilt that Maureen had happening, and then at hearing that, there's an actual like surprise. I'm like, huh. There's still some that remain here.
Yes, a couple of us poor bastards kicking around.
Well, it's not the sort of way I meant. I just. Changelings have. It was a long ago that they were concerned with the Fae. I thought most were brought home or dead here, maybe? I don't know.
Well, you're not entirely wrong. I don't know many of my kind.
But there's more than you remaining.
Supposedly. He makes a face.
It is rather hard to see through, true.
Many of my kind do not change faces. It's better to blend in.
Well,
And
I believe.
the transformation is physically painful. So, there are very few who do the sort of work I do. But I digress. It's just what it is.
With all the work you've already done, surely you wouldn't have to keep doing so.
What do you mean?
Great amount of physical pain. I can understand why they wouldn't, or many wouldn't shift. You still do.
I've been through much worse pains. A few cracking bones now and then. It's nothing. And I find I may be a bit addicted to a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
Danger follows me. But perhaps I welcome it in.
Trouble always follows the best and worst of us. You do pretty good work with it.
Occasionally.
Maybe worth. I am sorry cracking bones are the least of the pains you've had.
He shrugs. Others have had worse.
Right. It's good to know. It's oh, an oddity to know. I don't I know where to begin on changing still being here, surviving.
Like I said, I don't know many others. And those I do know do not change.
Yeah,
It is a private life.
yeah. I'm sure I've met a few out in the wilds, home of sorts, but I wouldn't be able to point them out to you for the same reasons. Thank you for telling me. And I'm glad you don't mind sharing, but I probably will not tell anyone else. This is your secret to keep and share as you wish.
Thank you. But if you do tell anyone, I will know. And he sort of grins at you.
Oh?
Yes. I have many ways, Mr. Brightwood.
The idea of that does not surprise me as much as it probably should. I will probably, should we get back home and so on and so forth, mention to at least my mother and some other fae there that there are changelings, but your name won't be left out, probably. Almost certainly.
Probably. Yes, well. They're not the ones I'm worried about you telling. And he sort of stands up and gives you a look.
Morgan sort of squints back and says, I imagine there's a great deal of others who would want to know out here.
But you would tell one. Nothing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go eat. You should too, perhaps. It's been nice talking. And he turns and enters the hotel room.
It's part of me as a player that's viscerally concerned that I missed half of that conversation, or half of that muttered bit. And I'm very afraid. But yeah, no, okay.
Alright.
Okay. I mean, that's also going to sit, from what I heard, in Merritt's head with more concern. Maybe. Don't worry about that. Okay. Sure.
Hey, what do the rest of us know about changelings?
Probably nothing.
Okay. Cool.
Merritt only knows because they are related to Faye.
Mm-hmm. And it's in a roundabout way. It's been a long time since the Fae stopped leaving kids out.
But like, never even heard of them? Not know about them, or?
Oh, gone for good, huh? Essentially, changelings are Fae who were. Hello, welcome
I
back.
missed you.
Changelings are Fae who were replacing the babies. Like, they stole the baby, put their own baby in, and then it was raised as a human. You know, old-fashioned way. And Fae stopped doing that because humans would kill the babies and other things. And it just wasn't great. So most changelings in the current era are bred from those children.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Essentially, this has stopped like over 100 years ago.
Yeah. For
Hmm.
it
That's
was
a
long
while.
before Merritt was born, but he knows about them in the roundabout way because it's been mentioned, but it's not a practice that's done anymore. No, we got all of them. It's fine. Yeah, okay.
They're
And
all good.
yeah. And then again, Merritt wouldn't have known if he'd ever met one. So
But if someone said the word changeling, we'd know what they were talking about vaguely.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
No, it's not like
Never
a
heard
common.
the word.
But essentially, all of
Okay.
the changelings are either, like Rizlan said, like hiding and pretending to be one race and not changing, or purposely like obscuring that their lineage, like he is, and just being a spy.
Hmm.
So it is not like a word in the public mouth.
Okay.
Also, I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Clearly, when Rizlan's face was first revealed, I was like, okay, if Merritt ever sees him, would Merritt recognize on sight, or is it just like something he distantly knows? And the answer was, it's something he distantly knows. He would not recognize, like, oh, changeling, if he ever saw Rizlan's real face.
That was fun.
And I still didn't drop what he's pretending to be. All right. Just that's supposed to be Faye. It's not.
It's something.
I still am haunted by like why Merritt recognizes this one, but there's a few ideas. There's at least two.
You want to share with the class?
No.
Okay.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's
It's
see.
primarily minor.
Okay.
I'm concerned about that last little thing Rin dropped in, but I don't.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
What was it said exactly? You'll tell
I
at least
think-
one?
I think like
Yeah, he said you'll tell
there-
at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first, I thought it was like a Delta fuck up. And he didn't understand something because I was a little confused also. But then he like continued as Rizlan, so
That was intentional.
Yep.
Yeah.
he said that.
Rizlan
I meant
fucking
it.
knows about Kalan.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my
That
god.
is what's been haunting me.
Snatch.
Benji's so
That's-
fucking smart.
Benji, you're so
Yeah.
smart.
I mean, that's also what
He's just
occurred to me, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
he totally does.
I mean,
Oh man.
here's the thing. There was, I was trying to say something about I'll probably not mention names specifically to anyone who asks or so on, or something.
You already dox our whole friendship group. No shit, you're gonna
Yeah,
dog
we are all
Rizlan
gonna
too.
Not
die.
you, yet.
Please don't do this to Rizlan.
Not me. It's good, surprisingly. Whew,
Until the
I'm
next
off
time
the
he
shit
sees Kalon.
list. I am off the shit list.
Well, I can't guarantee that.
For now, I'm off the shit list, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, also, I don't know the amount of knowledge Kalon collects from Merritt beyond just visiting, so be ready for that.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
No, not much. What's up with you?
Being haunted by those last words from Ren.
Uh-huh.
And I also told them about how I was like, hey, if Merritt ever sees Rizlan's real face, is that going to be a thing? Is he gonna know? No? Okay. But yeah, that's about it. rewatch shit. Anyway,
All right. So yeah, that event happens.
Yeehaw.
That's why I didn't mention what Bryn's pretending to be. I'm low key proud of myself for that one. Anyway,
You sure didn't.
I sure did not. Yes.
So the rest of you begin to wake up and join them all for breakfast and another fun day of dance and etiquette training now.
Oh,
Cool.
So yeah, you're all learning your please and thanks yous. Dot your
Fuck
I's,
you.
cross your T's.
fuck! How do you spell etiquette? I'm adding etiquette points.
Don't make us. Are we gonna have to do etiquette points?
No.
It's just for me.
Thank you, Jesus.
KR has etiquette points because they want that.
That's
Yes,
fine
yes,
for
no.
KR.
That's fine. Do your thing.
All right. So, that was during the 3 days passing, yeah. So it's now Friday, the night before you all go out.
Oh Jesus!
Cue
It's
me, not
here.
Merritt, but me, breathing into a paper bag.
Where's my inhaler?
I've already accepted my failure, so I'm pretty chill about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone, give me a performance check. We'll just see how you were doing the whole time.
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
Noah's like at the sight of everybody gathering around and coming to dance. He's like, God, fuck it. I'm going to go out
Okay,
and get a few things. I will see you guys later.
All right.
And he goes out.
Is he talking
All
about
right.
weed?
I don't know.
The
and
pen?
I don't want to.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Is pen
It could be pen.
This pen?
I mean, I think we've all tried to go and buy drugs for him before.
we
Yeah,
have.
so.
We've
Y'all have?
No.
no, we've
No.
seen him try,
like
kind of.
Noah, like, hinted at it to, like, an herbalist one time. And the
got kicked
herbalist
out. It
caught
went
on
poorly.
and kicked him out.
I feel
And that
like
was about
Penn,
it. That never happened again.
I feel like Penn grew drugs. You know?
Yeah.
Or
Pen, did you grow drugs?
Look, Penn definitely knows about drugs, and that's all I'm saying.
Pen, but does Pen know the common words about drugs?
No,
Does
no.
Pen call them something else entirely?
It would be Elvish, probably.
yep, there it is.
What's
Yeah.
the Elvis word for marijuana?
Funnily enough, it's
Marijuana
weed.
that
Pat,
Penn
towards the
used.
bush. That's the good shit.
Dad, look. All right. Well, Noah's going out to get drugs. The rest of you dance. Yeah, you all do good. Increasingly better over the next couple of days up to Friday. Give yourself, I guess, Noah. Do you continually skip dance?
Wait, what do you mean continually skip dance? Like over the days?
Yeah, because you said you
No,
were going out.
He's just gonna go out for like one day.
Okay.
And I think he'd still probably maybe get back in time for the tail end of it anyway. But
So Noah gets 1 dance point. The rest of you get 2. Claude, you get 3.
Ooh, lads.
7.
So yeah. What do you get, Noah?
he's gonna try to look around for a blacksmith in town.
Huh.
All
Really
right.
thought it was about to say drug dealer. Like, just honest to God.
No, we're not. We're not looking for drugs this time.
This time.
Not this time.
Okay, but
This
like
time.
we could use them to like calm
To
the
party
fuck
better?
down about what the hell we're to party better.
To
To
Depends
party
on what
better.
drugs we get,
Already
really.
better.
There's a blacksmith. Yeah. What do you want? What's up?
He's going to ask if he can get his crossbows like upgraded.
Well, in what sense? Do you want like an enchantment on them, or like silvered?
Silvered.
Silvered will take. I think it's 100 gold.
Okay,
I might be wrong.
per-
It might be 1,000. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a very
That's
big
a difference.
That's a very
It's-
big difference.
It's
I mean,
only 0, so it's
Actually, yeah.
It's only a single zero. It's fine.
It's actually not different at all if it's just a 0,
Math
right?
wizard, fuck you.
That's what math is.
This was the same conversation that led to that. I'm a math wizard. Fuck you. No, that's not how math works.
Okay, so you're gonna be tipping your bolts for your crossbows with silver,
Oh, okay. So I only
and
have a limited
every
amount of those.
10 pieces of ammunition is 100 gold.
Okay. Okay.
At least, what, 20, maybe more?
Yeah, I have 27, so I can make
Mm.
20. Hmm.
I would also say it would take the whole time that until
Yeah, I wouldn't be able
like,
to come back.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it was Saturday day, but
He's also gonna ask just what general wares the blacksmith has too.
I mean, do you want me to pull out the weapons section of the player's handbook? Here I go.
Suppose so.
What are you looking for, my man? Swords? Two-handed? Ranged? A knife?
Range.
Some range shit?
Some
Sends in the
range.
text that says, "I don't know what you're buying, but give me a cold knife."
Wow, okay.
And then she sends another one that says, "That doesn't mean drugs. Don't buy me drugs."
Martial weapons? Hold on.
yeah,
He just does.
Rangers have all.
Okay.
Third text, I'll pay you back.
Although I can't use a longsword anymore, but you know. Generally,
Yeah, you
everything
don't
else-
have a longsword, but you know. Well, of the ranged, there's things you can throw: daggers, hand axes, light hammer, spear. There's all of the ranged regular weapons: light crossbows, darts, short bow, sling, and then the martial weapons. Oh, a trident, I guess.
Yeet!
Holy
There's a
shit.
blowgun, a hand crossbow, a heavy crossbow, a longbow, and a net. Are the
I'm gonna
ranges.
go ahead and pull up the fucking weapons. list.
Yeah.
See what I got. Oh god, okay.
I will say longbow is what Merritt has with a D. What is it?
Yeah, it's
D8.
a D8.
Yeah. I think heavy is the only one that does more with a D10. But it is
D10,
heavy.
Yep. Heavy
So, yeah.
two-handed. A net?
It does not do damage because it is a
Yeah.
net.
It sure is.
Fuck,
Capture
dude.
people.
Don't know what else you expected.
Goblin, I catch you.
Um,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I go ahead and get Wood Reverence Wand Dagger.
Correct.
Okay.
Specifically, a cool one. So, jot that one down.
Okay.
you can get a dagger hand engraved.
Holy shit.
Benji engraving
Benji's
it.
there. I was trying not to
Oh
say
my
it.
God! Oh no.
Benji's the blacksmith, I guess.
Oh
We
shit!
keep finding us! What is this? Oh god.
Wait, I missed that. Huh?
Hey, you want a
Benji's
cool
just
knife?
Engraver.
Hey, you look
Yeah,
like a
but-
man who could use a cool knife.
Benji's just the blacksmith now, because there's
Benji's
hand
just the
engraving.
blacksmith? Alright.
Yeah, there's engraving that you can do.
I'm sorry. I'm so slow. I'm so indecisive now. There's so much shit. I thought Dutch was just going to give you a list, like a handful of weapons that the blacksmith just happens to have.
I mean, I did.
The
It's
thing is
the
that the list
weapons
is all
list
of them.
Oh yeah.
The list is all of them because they
The
are a
list is all of
blacksmith who
them.
makes weapons.
in a big
I
ass
suppose
city.
you are correct.
They're not in fucking Kansas anymore, lads.
God, I really wish I'd looked at enchantments for shit.
I will say enchantments will take a very long time.
Yeah, probably not
Enchanting
time
any
will
of the
be
weapons
here.
you have.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and you said it's 100 gold for 10 pieces, right? Of
Yeah.
the
10 ammo.
okay. Then I'll go ahead and I'll do 10. I'll just do 10.
Okay.
And I'm when it comes to the heavy crossbow, with crossbow expert, do I still ignore the loading properties?
I
Or
believe.
I mean, it just says crossbow from what I recall, but I haven't looked at that one.
yeah.
And then everyone starts opening their handbook.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it right here. Hold up. No, I want
I'm
a
about to
copy.
have it right here in a moment. There it is. Zoom. You ignore the loading quality of crossbows with which you are proficient.
Which is all of them.
Which is, yes.
So yeah,
Oh,
you don't,
yes.
you don't have to load it.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get a heavy crossbow. I was gonna just get a longbow,
Name
but
it Bianca. Sorry. This is what I'm thinking of when I think of heavy crossbow. It's just Barrick.
yeah.
I missed Dragon Age 2. Anyway.
Alright. Heavy crossbows are very large. This is not by any means a concealed weapon that you could
Yeah.
bring places. Like,
This is when I'm packing heat. Oh shit.
Yeah. I was joking.
What is
but
up
it
with
is
this
just-
dude?
I don't know. It's hilarious and I love him. I'm pretty sure he's in Dark Souls. Yeah.
Oh.
What are the properties of one?
Oh my god, there's a bunch of this dude holding Dark Souls weapons. I love him. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely have it and use it. I'm just telling you, like, this is not
It's
like
not a concealed weapon, definitely.
this is not like bring this to the gala. This is like I have a large weapon strapped to my back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is for when the party gets really real.
Yeah, when shit hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
You can still buy it if you want it. Do you want it still?
Yeah, sure.
50 gold.
So that's 150.
That you're buying from Benji.
Alright. Enjoy your
Are you
crossbow.
engraving it? Are you engraving
Do
it?
you want a name on here?
Well, the
6 letters or a name engraved for you with every purchase.
Give us a pitch, Benji.
It's work Benji now.
Hold on.
You don't want me to actually be
You
work
said-
Benji. I'm sticking with this casual Benji.
Oh no.
Do give me the work bench
No,
voice,
I
though.
can't. Illegal.
Do give me the voice though, work Benji.
Why illegal?
It will summon a dark curse upon us all. Dear customer service, Benjamin.
I've heard it before.
I do want to hear it now, but I understand.
I understand.
So, anyways.
So I guess he'll get the dagger engraved with reverence.
Oh
Just
man,
gonna
I
put the
thought you were
name-
gonna do
No.
something funny with it.
No, actually. I heart Ren.
Oh my god, I hate this.
It's extra for the heart, just so you know.
That's okay.
It's worth it.
That is quite okay.
Siren, you could have not said anything, and it would have been nice. Merritt would have
No,
been proud.
like before she even started saying anything, it popped up in my head.
Oh.
That was happening.
All right. So, Benjamin, you take this dagger into the back, and you put it under your giant engraving wand. It is giant. It's basically a staff, but you just call it a wand.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of kick it, and it goes, "Brr!" And then just immediately it appears. You pull the dagger out. It's hot from the oven, so you do have to use the oven mitts.
An essential engraving tool. It's true.
Essential. And you bring it back out, and you're like, "Whoa, God, that was so much work."
God, I can't wait till I show up in here.
We need to find everyone.
Thank you, you doll. And do I want to get the bow engraved? Do I got anything good?
Any more good jokes?
Any more good
Any
jokes?
more good jokes?
They're not in my brain right now, damn it.
No more good jokes. Only the
No more
one,
good
actually.
Joke machine
Yeah.
broke.
Joke machine broke. Okay.
Party time.
The
Joke
dagger was
sucks.
15 gold after you engraved it, including the heart.
Alright. So 165 total. And that's it for the blacksmith shop.
What, no tip?
You cannot say that to a customer and you fucking know it too.
This is casual Benji. Casual Benji begs for tips.
Engrave
Yo.
your heart and you do this to me?
I'm so sorry, that was
I'm back
very
there
rude.
sweating over your engraving for hours.
He tips 5 gold.
Thank you, kind sir. Have a good day.
You piece of shit.
That was like way under 20%.
Yeah. What was that?
Don't calculate. Oh,
You don't
Yeah,
have
my
to.
brain can't.
Benji's about to stop existing.
Well, goodbye. Forever.
Forever and
The
ever.
only person I've ever known. So goodbye.
Just like Chance, he's gone with the fucking wind.
No, Benji's out there somewhere after you leave.
Oh,
Benji lays in bed
still
at
around your
night,
back,
thinks
though.
about that one weirdo who only tipped 5 gold.
more accurately, Benji goes to bed tonight and is like, damn, what the fuck, dude? And then the next morning does not remember that person.
Yeah.
All right, you do that. Noah,
Yeah.
Dara, Chanceman.
Chancellor.
Chanceman.
Chancellor.
Shantaman?
Chancellor.
Chance to do.
Scooby-Doo?
Who are you?
Chancey-Doo?
Scrappy Doo.
Chancey Boo?
Shit,
Anyhow.
let's move on.
that it's accurate. What time would it be after I got done with all that?
Evening, late evening, probably like
Would
7-ish.
Would anything be open?
It's 7, yeah.
Okay. He goes to find some kind of herbalist.
I knew it.
Oh my god, he's buying
Was
drugs.
secretly a weed quest the whole time. All right, well,
I see.
you do that.
We're gonna have to flee this city too.
Is
I
it
mean, no,
legal
we
here?
actually are even without this. I don't know what you were expecting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Might as well
yeah,
take
but
advantage of it all I can.
But I mean, how are we gonna complete our quest if we have to flee before the quest?
Delta,
Well,
is
odds
weed
are
legal?
they'll just kick him out.
I mean, you don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's legal for rich people, so like, fuck it.
Yeah, he looks rich.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're a
He's
human,
white.
it's legal.
Oof. Oof. Don't say
Ooh,
that.
Padoofa.
Padoof.
Anyway, you don't know the state of legality on drugs that could be recreational.
Okay. You're still going to go on this herbalist shouted.
Yep. You find an herbalist, it smells like spices.
Cool.
Smells
He
like
goes in. Smells oddly skunky.
Hmm.
Hmm.
No.
No, I don't know why people say that. It doesn't smell like skunks.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know. Sometimes it kind of does.
It smells bad.
And it's really
Spice
bad.
stores actually smell like spices, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
No, spice stores smell like spices. I'm just talking
No,
about
we're
weed.
talking about weed.
I understand.
This is one of those good smelling stores.
This is a good smelling store. It smells like good juice.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Like good juice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you die the
What I
second
just
you actually
said.
enter the.
Oh no, he's not gonna ask for drugs. At least right now.
Oh,
What?
what the fuck?
Not right
What's
this
the point
second.
then?
Why are you here?
He
What are
comes
you
here with
doing?
the other purpose.
You are in the spice store. You are also the only one in here. There's a tired-looking assistant behind the desk, who looks like they're just waiting to clock out.
Oh man.
What the fuck you gonna buy? Cilantro?
You gonna buy a regular and smoke
Oh
it?
my god!
Roll perception to see whether or not you realize it's so long.
Hello, sorry to
Fucking-
bother you. I know you're probably ready to get the hell out of here, but I was wondering if you had any health potions of the sort, or an herbalist kit, that kind of
Well-
stuff.
We do have herbalist kits. I don't. Why would we sell potions? I make seasonings in the back room for like meat. You know this, right? This is like a food store.
Oh.
There's some things for like herbal rubs into like infections, but we don't have potions.
No
You want the
potion.
kid?
Sure.
You want a fucking kid or what?
He just like pulls up this little box from under the counter and just kind of lazily puts it down and starts punching numbers into the cashier. That'll be 5 gold.
Okay. Can I?
No. As a
We
retail
don't-
employee, this is so unrealistic because Chance said sorry for keeping you here late.
We don't have a public bathroom, no.
No, I just wanted to insight him.
Yeah, you can do that.
Funk.
They're heavy as fuck.
That's 7 plus 4, so 11.
Yes. It just seems tired. There's not much beyond that you couldn't really glean off of him. I don't know if you're trying to see if he's like lying or anything.
Trying to see if he's cool.
No.
Trying to see if he's down to clown.
If he's just generally chill, or if he's just, I don't know.
He seems pretty chill. He seems like he doesn't really care that he's here right now. Or that you're here. And
That's
in
what
fact,
I was gonna say. Like he just doesn't care. I can promise you that.
Look, this is a yes or no question. And I'll be brief. Do you have any recreational?
he's in charge checking you right now.
He's like, dude, we sell food.
He rolled a natural 1.
You are a wall.
I am not a police.
He squints at you for a really long time. He's like, "You got a badge?"
Fuck no. I'm here trying to buy.
That's what police would say.
I guess it would
Sounds
be.
like something.
Can I have? I need some of your.
Look,
Get me the stuff.
look. If it clears your conscience, I
I don't
will
have
partake
one.
in some. I will partake in some with you, and I'll pay.
Roll persuasion.
I believe.
Aha! 17 plus
Some bullshit.
6.
Honestly, this is so weed culture. I'll share with you. It's cool.
He kind of stands there for a minute, like contemplating before, like looking at the door, and he says, and he kind of pushes your herbalist kit towards you and says, "My boss doesn't come back for another hour, so you have to be fast." And he just walks back into the back room.
Wait, his boss doesn't come back for another hour and what?
So you have to be fast.
Fucking awesome. Let's go. He follows.
Yeah. The back room is like storing like all of these dried plants, some of them in the process of drying, and like some that need to be like put into jars and such and labeled. And he keeps going past that until there's like a little, I guess, employee break room essentially. And there's like a little kitchenette, and he just kind of like turns on this fan over the stove and reaches under the stove top and pulls out a small bag. It's 50 gold.
Sounds good to me. He hands him 55 gold.
Oh my god.
Actually, 60 tip.
Jesus.
Well, but not the actual laborer.
Oh my god!
That hurts.
No, it was a 5 tip because he's giving him 55, the 5 for the herbalist kit.
Oh, okay.
Still a higher
Yeah.
percentage.
Okay.
Just saying.
It is.
I guess you have a point.
Can't take it back now.
Yep.
It is too late. Benji is too far away to get your money for now. But they
For
will be
now.
coming for you in their sleep. So,
Just a 5 gold tip kind of guy.
I guess it's
I guess.
on a 200 to almost
Uh,
gold bill. That's kind of shitty, but okay.
It
Yeah.
fucking is. I judge people
He's
for that
also
shit
half
every day.
dragon.
Yeah, I guess you do some weed.
You better share.
Did you pick any to share with the class?
There's enough that you bring some.
I fucking hope so.
Roll a d20.
All right.
Oh god.
13.
Yeah, you finish up what you think pretty quickly, and you're like, cool, man, I'm leaving. And you take your kit and you go, and he's like, sweet, never come back.
He sticks his thumb up. Cool.
And on your way out, you see a man enter the store who is definitely the owner. And you just kind of like bump into him and like give him a smile, like, what's up? Everything is totally legal and cool here.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an elderly man with like little glasses and significantly smaller than you, and he kind of before just like smiling and saying, have a nice day. And he just like kind of like claps you on the back as he walks by and just goes into, he said, time to start picking up shop.
Oh, I love him.
And you leave.
Yeah.
You've duped an old man.
No!
All right. So you come back with weed and
Yeah. He walks in, pulls it out from his back pocket, and says, "Guys, it's time to party." Also, Reverence, I have that gift for you.
I told you not to buy drugs.
You gave me the idea, so I did it anyway.
Oh. Well, I can't be held responsible for that.
Exactly. Would you like to partake?
She looks at Ren for help.
Ren looks at you and shrugs. Says, don't look at me. I've been sober for a while.
Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow after we do good.
No pregame? Alright.
You can
That's
pregame.
fair.
Can I have my knife?
Yes. He hands it to her.
Engraving it all.
Hope you like the engraving.
How big
He
is
walks
oh,
off.
I was gonna say- she's like, what? This is just a normal knife. Flips it over. I'm not paying you for this.
Yes, you are!
Bet.
You don't have to pay me for the engraving.
The dagger itself is 2 gold.
It was 12 gold for the engraving.
With the heart.
Shit.
That's damn heart.
That heart's where they get you.
10 gold just for the heart.
Bro, I'll just fucking. She just looks at it for a while. Like, I should have known better than to do this thing that I did.
We're gonna meet you. He leans to look at the engraving and goes, oh, well, it's not wrong.
Shut the fuck up. She's
It's not wrong.
Shut
And
the
then
fuck
goes
up.
off.
She shaves it and goes to her room.
No one's laughing his ass off.
He's gone.
So, yeah, I guess he rolls a fantasy joint
Yeah.
and saves the rest for celebration.
Man,
All
you
right.
can just do anything in a fantasy world.
Yeah, this feels like I really should not be able to do this.
I mean,
It's just like real life.
even if it's not, specifically this, there are definitely drugs out there.
Yeah,
Merritt has some.
They're going to be,
I
yeah,
got some.
Merritt gave some to Reverence.
yeah. Ages ago.
I will tell you straight up, there's some drugs out there. Other than we.
Well, that sounds fake.
And some herbs.
So yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
On the Friday, we'll say afternoon to later afternoon, Ren, after forcing you all to dance and practice more in the earlier hours, sits you all down, I guess during your lunch break, and says, so a plan should be made.
I agree.
It would be good to have one of those. Have you any ideas? You're the smart one.
Is that what I am?
Among other things.
You're, at the very least, the more experienced of what we're getting into here.
Well, we are going to be going to the Rose Palace, which is a banquet hall within the upper city. It is connected, essentially. It is on the same grounds as the entrance to the Emperor's house, which is where we will be going. Essentially, what I was planning on doing was we need to slip away at some point during the party. So, do we all want to go into the palace?
Well, I think it'd be worth leaving some watchers. I don't know how I feel about splitting per se, but if things start getting stranger or more on high alert at our absence within the party itself, it'd be worth knowing.
Luna just kind of raises her hand.
Hmm?
Luna raises her hand and says, neither Rose nor I are particularly good at sneaking, so I wouldn't be... I'm just afraid we would bring you down. So I wouldn't be entirely opposed to staying behind, if we need that.
Good bit of us have smart stones. We could leave one alongside you two, or at least
nods.
you specifically, and we can use that as a form of communication. As long as everyone has it set to silent or vibrate or so on, you know. So that could be done. I mean, there are spells, I'm sure, that you could try to talk to people, but let's save the magic for when we may especially need it, if we need it. Between a lot of us, there's a lot of invisibility, which is a good idea.
Even
Maybe
without the invisibility, I can enhance our stealth abilities.
There you go. think most of us are at least all right at that, but well, if you are sort of excel at that, I've not been one for much subtlety, but that's what the invisibility's for.
Yes. Escaping from the party is one of the easier parts. It's actually getting through the palace grounds that will be difficult. The party itself will have guards that are mostly looking for people to disrupt the party, so my thinking, at least, was whoever was, I suppose you, Luna and Rose, whoever stays behind should create some sort of distraction, and then the rest of us will slip away from the party enough that we can don some sort of either disguise or invisibility and slip away further into the palace.
Among the palace and this party, there will be servants and servers, so on, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then I wouldn't have to be invisible. And use
No.
glamours for that.
Yes.
Make more people invisible beyond myself. So that's easier to manage. Mostly. I imagine where we'll be trying to break into is not where servants are permitted.
Hold on, actually, let me draw you guys a map.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like thinking about Ren just like pulling out a piece of parchment and
Yeah, he's
drawing
doing
everything
that.
out. Good.
Excellent.
I love him so much.
I guess here, you guys can watch me draw this shitty map.
Hey.
I mean, we're watching Ren do it, so
You can
please.
watch-
Yeah.
yeah.
Noah kind of goes, and since you say the outside party will end up causing a diversion of some sorts, Lilith will be out there with y'all, so I imagine she could make a good distraction, if need be.
Will they let the bear into
That's the thing.
the party, period?
Yeah.
I think we might just have to leave her here.
So wonderful as she is, she's not exactly meant for a high court etiquette.
Yeah.
Unless you would like to turn her into a mouse again and release her as
It's only an hour at
the
a time.
distraction.
Yeah.
Plus,
And I also fear that would lead to her harm, which none of us want.
well, the spell that does that, I mean, she may not be killed immediately should someone harm her in that mouse form, but
No, I
It's-
don't mean death. I just mean
in general,
they will
no.
take her and subdue her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
in
would not be
generally,
great.
I don't see. This is more of a stealth, slinking around mission. I don't see us running into combat. Hopefully, so I'd say it'd be better off just to.
Well, now we're going to, but that's fine.
Well,
At least hopefully not something as big and dramatic as requiring an entire owlbear.
yeah. So she'll stay.
Bless her.
Here.
She's wonderful, but she's not stealthy.
Yeah.
She has many great qualities. That's not one of them.
However, will we be returning here after our
Excursion?
mission?
We will
Well,
have
I
time.
wanted to say heist, but you know.
We will have time. There is no exit from the palace, so we would still be underground, so we will have to exit this way.
Hmm.
Let me scroll up a little bit. What? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, bring me back.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I pressed the
Bye.
bad
There they
button.
went.
um, shall I talk about this map?
Yes.
Please.
Now that you're
Yes.
fully done with it, let's figure out what it is we're doing exactly.
So, this is the Rose Palace. This entire building here is essentially, but this one, the X now, is the hall we will be partaking in. The other one is going to most likely just be emptied and either used for some sort of storage of other excess supplies or overflow of the party. I'm not entirely sure. These walls in between, actually, let me just fucking, where's my ruler? I'll just change my color to white. These these halls in between are the hallways connecting to the rest of the building, along with servants' quarters, the kitchen, the rest of all of that, bathrooms, etc. There is a exit along the rear wall back here, where it enters into the rest of the manor. This is all, of course, walled off, but we will already be within the walls once we get into the palace. This is the private area that normal guests are not allowed into anyway, which is where we will need to sneak by. This is where most of the things happen in our government. So this may be the place we need to explore the most, find out the most about, seek things. This large circular building is the entrance to the Emperor's home. I have never been in there, and I don't know what's in there.
I imagine still a good amount of guards.
Another dragon is my guess.
It's possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past this entire world, but still.
These sections are open gardens. They have carved topiaries and the like, but it's still unroofed.
Okay.
Not much cover.
No.
Yeah, it's better than absolutely nothing.
And this is a sort of paved road connecting the two houses. I figure we should at least find everything we can in here, at least anything we can, and if nothing else, enter the palace.
Anything specific we're looking for?
Documents, proof of perhaps the murder of the Emperor,
Okay.
or documents, signatures on who's been giving orders, faces in the government, really who is doing what.
That isn't where the normal guests are allowed, but should we anticipate seeing anyone else aside from a few rule breakers? I imagine there could be more politics playing about beyond this party. Some may
Possibly.
try to go in there.
It's entirely by the guard there, and I'm sure if might not be the only ones who slept. So we should be wary of others. This place itself will be most likely crawling with armed guards.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I'm not sure of the state of the palace itself, but I don't imagine they'd leave the Emperor with just his own butter knife and pajamas.
I did think you were just going to say but.
His own butt.
No pajamas.
It is. He just sleeps in the nude. Anyway.
So, we are your guests
Yes.
in this situation. Who are you?
Ren.
I know this part. You know what I'm asking, you asshole.
I am a foreign diplomat. Here for a regular keeping the peace sort of thing.
From where?
USTA.
Hmm.
And who are we to you?
I suppose family, friends, servants. No, not servants. That would not make very much sense. None of you are really going to be doing that role. I guess you want to, but it's
Pass.
It's not the worst cover, but I'll stick to being a friend.
then yes, friends to my line.
Omaha gets a little tense. Yeah. And says, is slavery legal here?
Of tieflings?
Any?
No.
Okay.
Though these are diplomats of many different places. They should not have any amount of slaves or that type. But
No guarantees about back home.
the rich do what they please.
She's kind of looking at her lap and says, I will do my best, but it will not be good. Should I have to be witness? I don't do well with such matters.
He nods.
Morgan just slightly, like, puts a hand on Omaha's shoulder and just, like, rubs his thumb, like, in a calming manner, you know? Just there. Just.
Yeah. She kind of picks her hand up and puts it on yours and squeezes a little bit. She's being a little bit like she's trying to say this in such a way that's like, I haven't. Oh God, I just snorted really weird for no reason. That was fucked up.
It's fine.
She's like, I haven't told all of these people about this whole thing, so.
Morgan's aware of this as well, and he's will not say anything, but is just comfort.
In truth, I am not entirely sure what we will see. There may be unpleasant things. There may not. The parties of the rich and decadent tend to be just that.
I really do not care for the rich.
Neither do I.
Got a little more magic and vines along the banisters. I may as well be with the high courtiers at home. I imagine this will be stranger still than anything I've seen there. Possibly. Different, at least.
Regardless, if you do see it, like I said, slavery is not allowed, and they should not bring slaves. And if you do, it is not beyond question to bring this up to the government here, and they will most likely be some form of punished.
She nods.
Above all else, it is important that we do not blow our cover, regardless of what we see and witness. We have to pretend.
Okay.
She nods again and says, I will do what I can to prepare myself, just in case.
If you feel as if you may not be able to continue the charade, should we perhaps have a safe word?
That would be wise, I think.
For even beyond just losing our cool, perhaps being found out or in trouble.
It's definitely worth doing.
Sounds very wise, yes. But what would the word be? Red?
The thing is that it needs to be a word that we almost certainly will not say. And suddenly, I have forgotten every word I've ever known in my entire life.
Hmm.
Funny how that works. Could always use one of our names in a sentence. Our actual ones.
Several of us have words as names.
That's true.
Like multiple.
I think that's the first time we've like referenced that.
So maybe not one of those three?
Oh.
Noah is exceedingly common, so that would not work.
So
Nor
the two of
might.
us. Nor might. I'd mentioned the two of us because I don't know many sentences that have our word names.
Merit is a word.
It is a word.
That is a word.
It is.
How common of a name is Lil or Lilith?
Lilith is also quite common.
This
Yeah.
is very common.
Common. That's why I was mentioning a sentence. Like,
What's
Lilith isn't feeling well, or Nora's only. Oh. I think my Discord froze slightly for a moment there. I was
If
trying
we
to mention
were,
that sentences. Anyway.
I believe if we were to, in the case of issue, approach one of our friends and say something along the lines of what you've just said, I received word that Lilith is not feeling well.
Yeah.
That may work. She looks at Rizwan.
Renslon.
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 Anyway.
Sorry, we were like talking with normal names and it fucked me up.
Yeah.
That would be fine, yes. Do we want that? Liv isn't feeling well.
sure?
I think it would work.
As long as everyone else is on board, I think it works quite fine.
She's not here with us, but she's helpful all the same.
Just don't talk
Oh.
about your bear to anyone. Dara.
Yeah.
Dara, I know your fucking name. I'm just a dumbass.
I know that wasn't reference, but I like to imagine it as
It can be in your heart.
in my heart. Anyway. So, yeah. Doesn't have to be a code word, but a phrase will do it quite well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Look at us planning like smart people.
Yeah. That'll go out the window once we actually begin.
Oh, most certainly. But it's nice for the moment. I'm
It's
so
nice
proud
for
of
the
us.
moment. A final thing. I know you don't know what entirely to expect, but we should probably be on our guard for anything that dispels magic, like disguises, invisibility, so on.
Yes.
As I
Most
mentioned-
likely within actual palace walls.
Mhm.
Invisibility will not be very helpful at all times.
If there's not some sort of runes or glyphs to stop such things, there's probably at least some guards who know how to see through it, maybe, or vice versa. So, maybe a way to get out safely, but just not as easy once we get past the easiest of it into the gardens. So, okay.
All
So-
right.
So these two are staying out. Anyone else want to stay out further? I don't know if we should have specific teams or individually look or so on beyond that. I imagine that can be sorted as we go.
Yes, we are alone.
Mm.
Be a terrible idea to split one of the party.
Okay. I dare not forget. So, here, and Morgan gets his smart stone and hands it to Luna.
Luna takes it with a nod.
Make sure I don't forget that. So,
We should make sure you know how to use it.
well,
Yes.
yeah, we
No.
we can cover that
Maybe.
over the rest of tonight and into tomorrow before we leave.
Mhm.
It's simple enough. That aside, I guess we don't have much else to do but wait.
Have we discussed a escape route for if things go poorly?
If things go poorly, there will escape.
We die. Wonderful.
Cool.
I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm just saying more imprisonment.
We go to prison and die in prison. Understood.
Or we have to have some spells to get the fuck out of Dodge.
I do have a dimension door,
Yes.
so I can
Yep.
just like fuck off. But I don't really want to leave my friends behind if that becomes the situation.
I have
A lot of
a-
us have that one as
I also have dimension doors, so
For
I
do
too.
four of us do.
And look at it this way. Even if you do have to leave some of us behind, it's better some of us get out so you can get us out.
I have a means to change the the plane we are on.
One.
The
Well, that
entire
sounds
plane.
God. He's so powerful.
So strong.
fun. That just sounds like a party and a half.
It is risky, but if things truly go wrong, we can escape.
It's the big
And
red
you-
emergency button.
If things do not go wrong and we complete our mission, are we just leaving out the front door?
Well, that's the ideal, I'd
Well,
imagine.
I mean,
Wonderful.
Hopefully, yes.
But I mean, yeah, a lot of us have dimension door. Good few of us can fly. I can help at least one other to fly, and so on and so forth. Or even two people, and then I just dimension door myself.
We could also just take on the whole government in glorious combat. No, just kidding.
And
Some way to
face
die.
a glorious defeat, yes.
Yes, but it would be fun. I'd get to use all my fun spells.
Get to do all the fun things.
I could summon God, all kinds of good stuff. I'm kidding, I can't do that. Yet.
To your knowledge.
To my knowledge.
I would like to leave this alive, and I'd like for all of you to. So let's not bet and plan on the glorious way to go out.
I mean, I won't be
Until
putting
it's
money
time
on
to.
it. That would just be absurd.
And then no one could collect because we'd all be dead, but I digress.
Exactly. Bad bet.
But you'd keep your money. In any case. So, with the open air, it's a little easier to get out, particularly if we can almost definitely cast our way out. Most of us, anyway. Then, of course, there is flying, or ideally just walking out, so.
Like I said, the spell is possible. It takes a minute to cast. But if we
Wow.
find no other way out,
Yeah.
we always have that.
We could always barricade a room or something and try to give you as much time to do so.
He nods.
Is it anywhere specific, or is that a part of the risk?
What'd you say?
Is it do we know where that shift will take us, or is that a part of the risk?
Oh no, I know where we will be going. It is a plane of my choice.
Okay. Jesus. It's worth asking. Okay.
Take us to a nice one.
That's the hope.
I don't know how many are quite that nice, but we can hope.
Plan our vacation.
Mm, I don't know enough about planes to be sure about that one.
Oh, me the fuck
Either way.
Also, Ren, I know we need to get in and out and finish this as quick as possible, but is there a specific time frame we need to get it done in?
How long's the party?
That's
Basically.
one question, yeah.
The party will go on well and past midnight.
Hmm.
We should be out of its range. It's not impossible to sneak out after the party has already ended, I suppose is the answer.
Okay.
Most likely it will go on until nearly 3.
Yeah. We
All
could
right.
always dress up as guards and servants if we can find spare outfits, and out we go. So, that's also a way. Even after hours, so to speak. So, there's plenty of ways out, but no solid one until we know for sure
Yeah,
what
we're
our odds
kinda
are looking like.
We're kind of going in this little blind and just putting on a bullshit hat.
Yeah,
Improvisation.
I love my
I love
bullshit
it.
hat.
it's a good hat.
Perhaps we could go in a little bit less blind. Reverend, don't you follow a god of luck? I could ask him a question, or maybe Luna could give us some guidance about tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh.
I do
I-
tell fortunes.
I don't do that, but I do follow a god of luck.
I can ask him a question if you want me to.
You can ask him.
I
How are
can
you
ask him a
going to-
question.
What?
Ha-
You can ask my god a question.
Sure.
ha-
And I can't. That's nice. I love that.
I mean, I guess you could.
You can't ask your
but-
god a question.
Don't you
I
also
have
have
a spell.
divination?
No.
Why
I
don't
don't
you
have
have
prepared.
divination? Oh,
Attack
God.
cleric.
I have it prepared, so if you want to ask me a question.
cleric, bitch. And I don't have that other thing either. Yet. I don't even remember what thing I'm talking about. It's something. Divine intervention.
Well, we may need some of that, but
Well, I ain't got it, so don't get your hopes up.
yeah. It's also very sim that'll work solidly as far as I know. So, yeah, we could do some guidance.
I mean, shit, if you want to talk to him,
From
go
both
for
ways.
it. Tell him I said hey. He doesn't give clear answers, and talking to him is kind of crazy, so just be ready for that.
Well, think if you want anything specific for me to ask him. Luna, got anything for us?
For you to ask?
No,
Or
that she can do. She's like...
This is what she was brought here
Look,
for.
she's
We
supposed to
haven't
tell the
asked her
future. It's her whole
once.
thing, please.
Uh-huh.
Just anything.
Well, I can do many things. I can also divine, and I can do a reading if you wish.
Worth seeing, maybe.
So, me and Luna can ask a god a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7
Mhm.
days. So, if any of you guys have specific questions that might help, I got nothing. I'm very stupid.
You can try.
But I wanna help.
That's a
Relish
weird-
us if there's anything he thinks we need to know about.
I will let you use divination to see the future of fish.
Holy shit.
It will be
Does
a
it still involve
chance.
talking to God?
No.
Damn it! I want Ben to talk to references.
I mean, you can talk to Reverence God. Like,
I think
I'm
it
just
would be
saying
really
this is an
funny.
ulterior option.
Hmm.
I think it would be very funny. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm not sure about the specific kind of questions.
Will we
'Cause I-
die?
Are we gonna die tomorrow?
Let's not ask that one. No.
Shakes the magic 8 ball. Are we gonna die tomorrow?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know how
Ig-
specific it has to be. Could we just?
Ignorance is bliss. I think.
I can read you divination if you want.
I am reading divination right now.
I can link it.
Me pulling up my spell book to double check myself.
Divination. There you go.
Like, it doesn't really specify how the question has to be beyond it regarding an event or.
Specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Yeah, like I said, it's.
Spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 more times before finishing your long rest, there's a cumulative. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a not good reading. But basically, you can ask a question. The god might be a shit and not answer it well.
Cool.
And
Well, that sounds like
Or be ominous or other such things.
And it's only truthful based on the information we have now, not anything that could, change randomly.
Yeah, change within the next 24 hours in our case.
I don't know, I just don't want to fuck it up.
I mean, what should we ask?
Well,
Just-
all I can think about is how much I need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
Go
Do
use
it.
the bathroom.
Please go, Joe.
So what's the reading
In
Luna
the
can
party
do?
itself.
Is it, about a specific thing, or...?
Her future reading.
Yeah.
I basically homebrewed it. It's I wouldn't say it's about specific things, but you ask a question and she tells you what she can.
Okay.
It's
So like
sort
real
of,
tarot.
Hmm?
Like real tarot.
yeah, essentially.
I think you should ask the extremely vague question that is there any significant information we would benefit from in our endeavors tomorrow?
Are we gonna get anything good out of this? Is that what you're...
Maybe so.
God of luck, I imagine it depends on whether luck is on our side specifically right now or not.
Well, generally, working for the God of Luck helps there.
You're not the one asking the question.
You aren't the one asking the question.
I did tell him, I said, hey.
Hey!
Hey, Relishas.
Whew.
What's up, my man?
Hey, I know a dude who works for you. Oh shit, really? Yeah, we go way back. Anyway,
We've known each other for like 6 months.
I return.
Welcome
welcome
back.
back.
Hey.
And I still can't think of anything other than I guess, is there any being or figure we need to worry about? Maybe? I don't know.
I'd considered asking if the party itself would go bad, as in a surprise
Yeah.
that not even we see coming, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
That, I feel,
that's-
would just put us on edge.
yeah, not
The
unlike
answer
asking
is
if we'd die.
yes.
No, it's a yeah, no, it's better to not immediately know that beforehand.
Something along the lines of what's the biggest threat from our mission tomorrow, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. That may be our biggest
Fuck
threat.
Pen's gonna
What
sit
may
down
be-
for 10 minutes and ritual cast this fucking thing.
Okay.
Amahal's gonna
Wait,
sit
Amahal, how do you pronounce his name?
Relishas.
Relishas, got it.
I love them so
And-
much.
When he speaks to you, don't
Mm-hmm.
be cool.
I can be cool.
Weird.
Kind of weird. Or is that much like asking
It's
if we're going to die? And it's something you don't need to be expecting.
I mean, he's kind of insane.
Oh,
Neat.
yeah, you know.
A domain I don't mention very much for him is madness. That's one of his things.
Of course.
So just,
Why wouldn't it be?
excuse. What the fuck does that mean?
That's not.
Excuse the fuck out of me?
That's not words of slight against you. That's just a sort of I'd feel weird about divinity and godhood, and
I do, but do keep in mind I branded myself for this being.
I know.
I'm excited to talk to a god for the first time.
I'm really excited for
God?
you to talk to the
Are
god.
you there?
Hey, God?
It's me, Pin.
I'm really excited to see how Delta does this.
Okay. So you're ritual casting it?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. What do you do during these 10 minutes? What's your setup?
Oh, Miles, there's like something I should be offering him. A chance, right? Do you have dice or something?
Do I have dice? Does he eat dice?
I'm pretty sure we have discussed that you do have dice before, because you were making bets and playing gambling games.
Oh, do I have to spend 25 gold on this because it's part of the components?
Yes.
Okay, will do.
She pulls out some dice from her bag and also some extra gold, just to, you know.
A tip for God.
It helps.
All right.
Sometimes.
So what are you doing, Ben?
Fuck, man. Attempting to pray? Don't know how that works.
Can I assist in this?
You can.
Aquila's trying
Okay.
and failing at everything at the beginning. So
Okay.
I'm really glad Amal's here.
Amahal gets a bowl, puts the coins and dice in it, and sits across from Pen with the bowl in the middle.
Are we supposed to put water in this one too?
No.
Like some kind of soup?
No. No dice soup.
Relish soup.
No. Just here. Give me your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are the one casting this, so you have to do all the work.
Yeah, okay. I have cast spells before.
Yes, but have you ever prayed before? Do you pray to anyone?
No?
All right. So,
Is it like meditating? I've done that.
to a degree, it is meditating. Oh, how do I explain prayer? For me, it is akin to meditating, but I am reaching for him. It is not just for me. I have to open my soul to welcome him so that he and I may maintain whatever connection it is that he blesses me with.
I can try.
I believe in you.
Quill fucking tries. Concentrating real hard on that bowl. Squeezing
Check.
Amahal's hand.
Okay. You close your eyes. And, everything is dark. And I imagine that, everyone gets quiet for this so you can concentrate. And, you just kind of focus on this bowl of items in front of you and Lawrence's hands. And you try and meditate for a couple of seconds, and that doesn't super work. And you just try thinking about Oralishaz. And it takes a while, until you feel this sort of chill on your spine for a second, and you open your eyes, and you are in a dark place. And reference is gone. all of your friends are gone here. And you sort of stand up, and your eyes sort of slowly focus on this place, and you seem to be almost in a tavern. It takes a moment to come to you, the small torchlit tavern that you are currently standing in, and it is entirely empty except for one person sitting at the far end of the bar, over a tall tankard of ale. And there is strange sounds coming from seemingly nothing, because you are alone in the bar with them. And it's like almost out of tune single notes.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Quick aside, Ben was fucking terrified for a second there because that sounded a lot like the intro to the deer thing. Continue.
Mhm. Yes. You greet the person, and without looking up, they sort of emit this sort of chuckle. What is it you want?
Are you Ralishaz? Reverence has told me some stuff about you. I I was I came to ask a question, if that's all right.
Was that the question?
No.
I am Ralishaz. And this figure, who is cloaked, and you can't see their features really, turns to you. And almost immediately you see this ever-shifting face. None of it seems to stay, and it's kind of disturbing to look upon this face. It's not partial to any gender or age. It just keeps switching between different features. Sometimes it's wrinkled, sometimes it's young, sometimes the hair is curled straight, and it just keeps switching ever so softly but quickly, as if all of these faces were being blurred together and it couldn't settle on one. And as they speak, their voice also change. What is your question?
My friends and I are going on a mission to the palace tomorrow, and we wanted to know what the biggest threat to our success would be.
Oh, that is the question, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, wow. What should I tell you? And they sort of lean back and kick their feet up on the tavern bar, and just seem sort of delighted that you've asked them this. Which part? I'd have to say yourselves.
Cool.
Care for a drink? Or do you want to get back?
I should probably get back. Thank you for your time. Oh, Reverend says hi.
Oh? Tell her. I said, and immediately you wake up.
Damn it.
That blows. I mean, she says hi to him every morning.
Yeah.
Well, that was weird.
Alma Hall looks so... She looks delighted. She looks really excited. It's been ages since I really spoke to him. What did he say? Tell me everything.
Did Pin like suddenly say that?
Yes,
as soon as
just
they open their eyes.
opening their eyes.
Merritt flinched. Just okay. Anyway,
Well, they said, was that my question? And then they said, so then what is your question? And then they said, that the biggest threat to our mission would be ourselves.
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds like something he would say.
So not a wrong answer.
Oh, and I said hi for you, and then I woke up. The end.
Thank you. Where were you? Were you in a place?
It was like a tavern. It's kind of weird.
Reverence kind of claps a little bit and says, "Excellent." She looks like,
Radical.
honestly, like she just looks really like. Genuinely isn't really the right word. She just looks excited and like interested and really pleased that this is happening, and this is her fucking god. She's hyped, is what's happening. She's smiling. She's still holding Pin's hands.
They had so many faces.
Oh yeah. See, I told you. I did warn you.
How many faces?
All of them? All of the
Kind
faces.
of all of them is the thing. Speaking to Ralishaz is like speaking to 1,000 different people at one time.
What do you mean? Like many people around you, and they're all
No,
just
no, no,
Rashas,
no,
or
no, no,
is
no, no,
just
just
a
the one.
shift, or
Just the one. His face is, and voice and demeanor, well, parts of his demeanor are ever shifting. They do not stop. There's rarely time to focus on one of anything.
Huh?
That sounds exhausting.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, it was. Both of those things.
You get used to it. He is a delight to speak to.
I'll take your
You
word.
seem to think I was funny, so.
Oh, take your word
But it's
for it.
easier if you look a little bit to the left of him. Rather than on his face.
My God, but to the left.
I mean, you do what you gotta do.
That was entirely me as a player. Because
I know. I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
do what you gotta do.
Sometimes you gotta look directly to the left of God.
I mean, it's polite.
It's just a polite thing to do.
it's impolite to stare.
It's true.
So I guess don't mess it up tomorrow and we'll be fine.
I'll take a note of that.
Notebook, don't fuck
Nope.
up.
Don't.
I didn't plan on fucking
Don't
up, so I guess we're good.
Fuck it up.
Is your god any more helpful? Turning to Luna.
Probably.
To who?
To Luna.
Things.
Well, sometimes
That is how gods be.
that is how they tend to be. Hmm.
Listen, don't get the wrong impression. Sometimes Relishaz has helped me out of some very bad situations. Other times, he lets me find my way through the woods for over a year. It's a mixed bag.
Hmm.
I mean, my god is a ball of fire.
Fun.
So, yeah,
Cool.
it's
Quill's fucking stoked by that news.
It can be
Wonderful.
difficult to communicate sometimes.
A speaking ball of fire or just a regular one?
It depends.
Gotcha. No, I understand completely.
Just it's a ball of fire, and it helps me.
That is what it's like to be a cleric.
Writes in my notebook. God is fucking weird.
That's Merritt's
That-
mood.
that-
You're right.
that is just the general mood. Yeah.
If you look gently over to Morgan, they're just like rubbing their face, like, "Oh, yeah, divinity."
There's
Yep.
you have
Yep.
a speaker for the flame. Like the flame has a voice, but it's separate. It's not the actual fire, so it's difficult.
Can all fire?
Can I do like? I mean, I guess I could just ask her the name, but
You know the name.
I know. Tell me.
I'm
What is
pretty
it?
sure she's told you.
She has.
Probably.
Mhm.
I don't remember
Probably.
shit.
It's the
Pretty
silver
sure.
flame.
Did I do a check on that to see if I know anything when she told
And
me?
I
the first
don't
time?
remember.
I'm pretty sure you did, and
think you
you
did, and it
like
was-
failed that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Cool.
I mean, if you want to do it again,
I do.
Or you could just
Do it.
ask. She's right
or
there.
you could just ask. She is
Too late.
right here.
I did it in this time because I put my dice away for some reason.
I can read you this paragraph from the wiki.
Okay, I mean, I can go look at the paragraph from the wiki.
The silver flame is not an anthropomorphic deity. It is a celestial force comprised of a vast multitude of noble spirits. It neither requires sacrifices of gold or spices, nor does it want praise from the form of prayer. Instead, it needs bold warriors and pure ministers who will embrace the light and use that inspiration to banish evil from the world. A typical worshipper of the sovereign host offers prayers and hopes that the deity will help him. A true follower of the silver flame is interested only that she can serve the cause of the flame.
All
Alright.
right.
It's just the sun, but with
It's a ball of
ghosts this
flame
time.
that wants to eliminate evil.
That's
pretty metal.
Cute.
cool.
it's a giant paladin.
Essentially,
It's the
yeah.
biggest paladin.
It's the original paladin.
Honestly, cool as fuck.
Whew. Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah. Silver Flame was essentially like the first light in the.
Oh my god.
It's a lot. But yeah,
Radical.
big ball of fire.
Very
Just wants to
exciting.
kill evil.
I love that great bonfire. Just wants to kill evil.
Loves long walks on the beach,
Mhm.
seeking for a forever soulmate.
My concern was that you would stop at like and wants to kill. Like I was ready for that. And I was gonna be like, oh
Wants
god.
to
but
murder.
then-
Nope.
no.
It wants to
No, not
murder.
sacrifice,
Period.
just-
Wants to murder the evil.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
So
Thanks, God.
thanks.
At God, thanks.
God.
God, don't fuck up me. All right, wasn't planning to.
Yes. Right away, sir. All right. So, any other divination's gonna happen this night?
I don't have any more specific questions. Otherwise, I would like for. It'd be nice to have Sarah actually do her thing, but like.
Oh, Star, you're here? Let me just do your thing for you. Thanks.
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 You at least learned how to dance on this trip. No, God.
It's fine. She doesn't have to do anything. You've made her job easier.
I mean, her that might be more helpful than mine.
It's
Yeah.
entirely possible that the Great Flaming Ball will be more helpful.
Yeah, it's possible that the
Honestly,
great orb
like,
of lawful good will help us
Yeah.
a
right.
little more than the god of luck and madness.
We could ask if there's something, like, evil behind this whole Emperor thing.
That's true.
I bet
Right.
if there was, the Ball of Fire would want us to know so we could stop it.
That is
Right?
likely.
Correct.
I feel like Ball of Fire less likely to just want to fuck with you. Radishas kind of probably just wants to fuck with you. Also, the thing about Radishas is he doesn't like things to be set in stone. Not big into fate. In fact, exactly the opposite. So that probably had something to do with it. Really, I just wanted to see what would happen. Like, not gonna lie.
Well, thank you. It was a fun experience anyways. Just so many faces.
I knew you wouldn't get hurt or anything, so.
Gods are weird.
They sure are.
Maybe so.
I guess we still ask that question if there's any evil behind.
Yeah, is there something evil behind the disappearance of the Emperor? Something like that?
Right.
Luna, please talk to
Yeah.
your big son for us.
Okay.
You mean Thorn? No?
No.
Thorn, is there any... No.
S-U-N.
No, S-O-N.
No. Yeah. Luna sort of steps up in the middle of the room with a bowl of water like she had before. And
You'd think the
She
Ball of
sort
Fire
of-
wouldn't like that.
well, she sets the water on
thinking.
fire, Pen. Let me get
Oh,
to that
shit.
part.
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that happens.
And similar to last time, she put her hands on the bowl and it catches on fire. Okay, well,
Thank
we
you.
went through that part. And she is silent for a while. Her eyes are closed before she opens them again and says, "Yes."
Cool. Evil.
Evil does exist.
Well, it's good to know that the Emperor's not just, like, sick or whatever. There's something behind this.
This
I
malicious
mean, but the
intent
Emperor
upon her.
isn't necessarily sick with evil.
Well, no, but
Yeah, but, you know, evil.
Information we've learned. Shit is happening. It's not good.
It
And
is
we gotta
evil.
fix it. So mostly we knew all this before, but it was fun.
It's evil, and we shouldn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
well, evil
Can't
force.
wait.
That doesn't include like a what is it? Coma?
Could be an
Just
evil
like that happened randomly.
Comas are evil.
Well,
They can be caused by evil.
they can be caused
Yeah,
by
something
evil.
beh-
Sure.
Something leading to this was bad.
Evil exists in this scenario.
Evil had an influence here. It wasn't just oh, he's
Evil
just
put his
passed
scrubby
out.
little fucking paws on something in this scenario.
God, we're just so fucking good at this.
Satan came and knocked on the door.
Please don't. I don't want that for me or reverence.
Asmodeus.
No, thanks. He's fine. That's not her dad, I don't think. sure.
No, he's not fine. I wouldn't say he's fine, in fact. I'd say he's maybe not fine if he came and knocked on your door. I think maybe the world would be ending.
Maybe, but also it wouldn't be your dad. So
That's all that matters. Fuck everything else. Come in, Osmodeus. You want some food?
you met Reverends before.
Osmosis Jones.
Come here, Osmosis Jones. Did you bring that fucking... What is this? Thrax?
You bring Thrax to this party?
Anyway.
Evil, don't fuck up.
Evil and don't fuck up.
Cool.
Amazing.
We did it.
So
I know
fucking
there was a
good.
comment.
That was an
there,
hour well
but
spent.
Giant orb of fire told you there's evil, and it started vibrating because it wanted to kill it.
Mhm.
And Relish has laughed. So I think we got a lot done.
Yeah.
I know
I think so.
in evil don't fuck up. There was like a comma as like a list, but I heard it as one full sentence.
Don't fuck up, evil.
Evil had not fucked up in this situation. Whew, okay, so yeah, that's cool. Fantastic. We've done it.
Okay. Plan has been made.
Sleep.
Did you say plam?
I did not.
The clam.
Clam has been made.
Clam has been made. Here's some clam chowder, bitch.
Thank you.
Oh no.
I can't even tell which of us are making those noises. I know I'm doing it, but like, was it Jess? Was it Chance? Was it both? Hard to
think
say.
All of the above.
The answer was yes.
Me,
Yes,
Jess,
yeah.
and Chance, the bad friends.
Smart.
Well, me, Delta, and Benji just look on. No.
That
Stop.
was Chance.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
I know that one
definitely
was.
me.
That
I'm
one was
looking at
Chance.
Discord.
So yeah, you all make this plan, high five each other, go to sleep. Reverence.
That's me.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm that one.
Or I guess Amahal, if you wish.
You know, whatever's good.
That night, you are asleep, and you have a
Wow,
dream.
really?
All right, well, D&D's over, actually.
I'm sorry, please.
You have a dream. In this dream, you are in a tavern.
Oh, shit.
One that you know. You hear the off-tune singular notes playing at an uneven rhythm. Just from seemingly nowhere. And sitting at the other end of the bar is, of course, Relish, as someone you haven't seen in quite a while, though you talk to constantly.
She is surprised momentarily. And she goes to not the seat right next to him, but the one over from that, and sits at the bar and looks at him and says, "To what do I owe the honor?"
I heard you said hi.
I did say hi.
Yes.
Did you meet my friend?
They were interesting.
That's
Nervous.
a word.
Fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed. You didn't help very much, but I didn't expect it, so that's okay.
No. Be careful.
Of course. I'm always careful. She's making a face that says I'm totally lying right now.
You're playing a game. You never know your opponent's cards. He slides you the ale.
She drinks some. I'm not a fucking coward. Thank you.
And I'm listening. Always.
Is that supposed to be ominous or just like a statement? Should I be worried? Am I doing fine? Am I in trouble? What's the deal?
He pats your head as he leaves. Does not say another word.
Lovely to see you again.
And your dream fades away. And
Cool.
that's where we'll leave it.
Delta, you can't just have a god warn us to be careful. Jesus.
Cool.
This is fine.
I'm grinning so big right now. I've got the biggest stupid smile on my face. I'm so happy I got to talk to God.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm full of joy currently.
Siren, our current cleric player, and then me who loves clerics so much, just being like, oh, I love this so much.
I love divinity and related shit. It's my jam in fictional settings.
Yeah. Mood.
Not in the real place, because the real place doesn't give me sick god powers. But in this beautiful fantasy world that we all know and love, I get sick god powers.
Neat.
Radical. Oh my god, next session we're going to a gala.
God,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Sounds like next
God.
session we're gonna die.
Maybe so. Maybe that's the end of this campaign. Hard
Maybe
to
so,
say.
but it'll be fun.
It sounds like next
It
session Ren's gonna turn on us and murder us.
I really hope he doesn't, because I'd be very, very sad. Me, Siren, the person.
I think
would
everyone
probably
would be really sad.
I think we would all be
Yeah.
crying
Yeah.
in the real life.
Like,
Yeah.
I will cry a lot. And I hope that Delta, the person whom I care about and love very much and loves me, wouldn't do that to me or my friends.
I feel like Delta already knows exactly how Rizlan's going to act and has always known, and it doesn't matter what we say.
Yeah, like,
That's
I'm
true,
just saying
isn't it,
that
huh?
I hope that, Delta, my QP, would not do this to me. Because I don't.